The best players in the world don't only have great strokes, but they also know exactly what they want to do. In other words, they follow a tactic and they always plan 2 or even 3 shots ahead. Planning 2 shots ahead already starts with your serve and the next shot. In short, we call this serve plus 1. And this is exactly our topic today in this video. We will tell you or explain to you why it is important to plan 2 shots ahead, what you need to pay attention to while doing so, and of course we will give you some basic strategies that you can follow. This is going to be fun, so let's get right into it. When I do or learn something, it always has to make sense to me. So why the hell should you plan 2 balls ahead? The first reason is you will make clear and early decisions. Instead of planning or deciding where to hit the ball while it's already on its way to you, you already know where to hit it before the point even starts. So not knowing what to do with the ball or where to hit it isn't going to be a problem anymore. Second, your preparation is going to be much earlier and better, because you already know where you want to hit the ball even before your opponent hits the ball to you. Third, your execution is going to be much more precise and you will block out unnecessary thoughts because your whole focus will shift on where you want to hit the ball. And last, you are going to gain an edge in the point. Because you are planning the point ahead, you can set your opponent up to win the point. Now that we know what serve plus 1 is and why it makes sense to plan 2 balls ahead, we will show you some basic strategies and what you need to pay attention to while implementing these. Let's go! The first serve plus 1 tactic from the Deuce side is an all-time classic, we all know it, but it still works nearly every single time. You serve it wide, if possible with a slice serve, and regardless of where the return comes to, you hit the next shot into the free corner. In this case, the backhand side of your opponent, if he is right-handed. Now, if he hits the return on your backhand side, you hit it cross into the free corner. If it comes on your forehand side, you hit a down the line shot into the free corner. While you play out this tactic, always try to be aware of where your opponent hits his return most of the time. After you served it 3 or 4 times wide, you should already know in which area he likes to return that serve, then already position yourself after your serve towards that area so you can be even earlier on the ball. The second tactic is very similar to the first one. The only difference is you don't serve wide, but you serve on the body of your opponent. And your next shot, you aim into the free corner again on the backhand side. Now, when you serve on the body of your opponent, try to aim on his left leg, because this is the toughest area for him to get away from the ball. Now, if the return from him comes very deep, hit your next shot also very deep and long into the court. If the return comes quite short, step into the court and hit your next shot a little bit shorter and try to create some angle. Now, one small tip from me, when your serve on the body was very good, be aware of an uncontrolled shot to your forehand side, because it is very likely that your opponent is going to hit his backhand very late and uncontrolled into that corner. On the third tactic from the Deuce side, we serve through the middle on the tee. You can either hit a flat serve or you hit a kick serve through the middle. Now on the next shot, you focus on hitting it cross court. So no matter where the return comes to, you hit it cross court. If he hits it to your forehand side, you hit it cross back to his forehand side. If he hits it to your backhand side, you hit it cross back to his backhand side. The first serve plus one from the ad side is again an all-time classic. You serve wide to the outside with a kick serve, and your next shot goes into the free corner, the forehand side of your opponent. Now be very aware again of where your opponent hits the return to most of the time, and position yourself after you serve towards that area already. Another tactic is to hit your serve on the body of your opponent and aim your next shot into the same corner you serve to. Now make sure when you serve on the body that your serve has enough speed, otherwise this doesn't really make sense and it's not a good idea to serve on the body. On the last serve plus one tactic we have for you, you serve through the middle on the tee. You can either serve it flat or even more effective with a slice serve, and then your next shot goes back into the corner you serve to. This way you are able to pull your opponent to the middle with your serve and send him back into the corner he came from with your next shot. This is a movement a lot of players don't like, and that's why it's so effective. Now this were only 6 out of plenty serve plus one tactics. As you maybe have realized, you can change up on your serve not only where you hit it, but also if you hit it flat as a slice serve or maybe even a kick serve. And on your first shot, you can either focus on hitting it to a certain corner, where no matter where the return comes to, or you focus on the direction of your shot. So you focus on hitting it cross court or hitting it down the line, no matter if you hit a forehand or a backhand. Now just a small tip from me, don't try to hit a winner on that first shot. Try to hit it with rhythm and try to focus on placing it, because you're only trying to gain an edge in the point, you're not trying to hit a winner right away. Don't forget, planning 2 balls ahead is a mental skill, and mental skills need to be worked on just as much as physical skills like running and hitting a forehand. And don't stop after your serve and the shot after to plan 2 balls ahead. Continue doing it the whole point and try to give every shot a purpose. And now go out, have some fun using these patterns. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, we would be very happy if you hit the like button. Subscribe to the WTN channel if you want to stay up to date on our latest content. And if you have any questions, of course, leave them in the comments below. This was it for today. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you next time.